All right, boys, welcome back to another week two podcast alert here. I'm with Bryson Baker here again.
We got Brennan Martin.
Lewis Lindgren.
And Landon Pund.
All right, we got a very exciting week to talk about. Obviously, the previous week as well. A lot of events coming up here, boys. So let's dive in first with let's talk about that just happened, which is Colt Fest. Anybody want to start that off?
Yeah, well, I dabbled in the football section of Colt Fest. It was a really exciting matchup championship game. Came down to OT as we had 2 point conversion.
Which house?
Uh, Fight off and Elijah lost to was it a body?
Brandsma.
Brandsma
Come on, Doug.
Caught the dub. It's a really good game. Elijah didn't allow a single score up until the championship game, but I mean it was a great one.
I would like to say something about the football. So my house, we had to play down one man because we just didn't have enough spots to fill. So like,
You're gonna stop
but
yelling at
like,
the mic, dog.
but we don't have enough people in our house. We don't have a lot of people in our house to begin with. So I feel like that rule should be changed so like we could like because you can't
You
substitute in
should be
football.
athletic enough to play football.
I am athletic enough to play
Then
football, buddy.
stop you doing it.
We had to play it down a man.
How'd you
Well,
do it?
like our team, we maybe completed 3 passes the whole game
Yeah.
and gave up 2 touchdowns, but like that's because we were down a man. You see what I'm saying? Like if like we were allowed to substitute, like I just think there should be some type of rule change, going on here. Someone pass it to Louis, give him so you can give us his thoughts.
I would say it was another great year of Colt Fest. Great experience as always. I did pickleball. We lost to Pereira, I believe. Um, but yeah, it was fun as always. Good experience.
And then since we were down a lot of people, I had to substitute for basketball, me and Jackson Wallace. And I mean it went like basketball it was fun. I like the concept of it, the street ball, the 8 foot hoop. We were still down a man, so
That's just it shouldn't matter if you're down man or not. I mean, it really shouldn't. But like Landon said, I really do feel like Elijah got cheated that last one of the plays of the game. We could have had a touchdown there. Tom was dwindling down, and Mr. Cataldo, like the usual, with his 30 flags that he called today, Monday, he called out of bounds, and just wasn't out right there.
Yep. I mean, I definitely had a foot in. I mean, even the Matt Mulhall, the other team, said I definitely had a foot down, but Trey Benoit couldn't accept that I had a foot down, so he said I didn't. So they got the dub. I mean, I'm not jealous. It's Colt Fest, but we all know who the better team was. It's Elijah. We just got cheated, like always. So another year, another tough loss for Elijah.
Yeah, boys. Moving it on to what do we want to talk about next?
talk about the game Friday night.
Oh, let's talk about the game Friday night. We have Cal Christian Academy. It's gonna be a big one. They are, pretty high in the state. Third in the
Third in the latest rankings.
third in the latest rating in the state. It's gonna be a tough one. One of their top running backs. That guy's a nobody. Yeah.
What's his name again?
I don't really know. I'm trying to look for it, and I can't really find his stats. Oh, Jihad, that's his name.
Jihad.
We're not really worried about him. But they are good on the offensive side of the ball, and yeah, here we go.
Yeah, as we can see, they're one of the better teams in the state overall. Number one, 3/8 team in the state. They've won state 3 years in a row. And this past week, Jahide Brown, their leading receiver, passed up our boy Kingston Merritt in the receiving yards leader. So I mean, it'll be a good matchup. I think we definitely have the tools to make it a close one and see where it takes us.
Yeah, as we all know, it's gonna be a tough game. Their defense is solid too. I don't feel like we touched on that. They got that 5-star defensive end. So let's not run on that side of the field. But yeah, I think we have the tools to make them stress out a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna touch on if we can maybe just like get a couple turnovers early, like win the turnover margin. We have a solid chance. I like the pieces we have, and I feel like we've grown as a team. Like the offensive line has looked better. I feel like we've looked better overall as a team the last couple of weeks, and I feel like we have like it's a home game. It's going to be a packed out crowd, and I feel like we have the tools to maybe like get into the game, and then like as it's like clock is winding down, like maybe make a play or two to like jump start, and get us to like that.
Go ahead and start your score predictions.
Score prediction. I'm gonna go low scoring game. A couple turnovers early by Cal. I'm gonna call it, and then I'm gonna go 2017 Colts.
Yeah, yeah, it's gonna be a tough game for sure, and I think the sales is gonna have to put everything out on the field 100%. But I think I got the Colts winning in a low scoring game. I'm gonna go 14-10.
This one's gonna be a classic shootout, I think. I'm gonna go 41-67 Colts.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to pick the Colts here on this one. It's gonna be a hard fought game. I'm gonna take the Colts. Let's go 36 here, and Cal's score is. Not care. Yeah, we do not care about Cal's score. You know why? Because Colts are on top, and we really do not care about what they score, and have no problem to worry about. What else do we want to talk about, boys? College football. All right, so we know. Whoa, college football for college football. Golf state tournament is going on right now as we speak. We got two guys from DeSales actually playing in it, Blake Pollock and Matt Yorgi. Let's see. Blake Pollock is actually tied in 37th. He's still playing his round right now. He's 6 over through 14. And Matt Yorgi is 21 over, and he's done. He shot a 93.
Um, I would say this course is probably a really tough course. It's looking like the leader is only -1 right now, which is pretty low. And just overall, just if you look at the leaderboard, it's probably playing this course is playing pretty tough. So shout out Matt. Good job on making state. And then Blake, your round's still going. If you can get hot here, make a couple of birdies coming in, you know, you never know, man. Let's go.
You wish that was you, don't you?
Yeah, I kind of,
He got cheated.
yeah. Well, I didn't get cheated. It was, my
It was his though.
He's just one stroke off. I feel you, Brennan. All right, so Louis, what do you have to say about golf?
Yeah, really proud of the boys for making state. It was a good year. But it's something to build off of, I feel like there's a lot left in the guys, they can do a whole lot more than that.
Yeah, the golf team is looking like it's going to be pretty good next year, only losing one senior. You got Blake. Blake's going to be back. Matt's going to be back.
There's 3 seniors.
Oh, yeah, yeah. That's on me. That's on me. That's on me. That's on me.
Wow.
That's on me.
That is on you.
Yeah.
And I can't wait till
That's
these
on-
guys hear this. All right, now let's take it to college football. Let's see. Let's see who to talk about. Oh, we're gonna wait to talk about that one right there. Let's go with West Virginia and BYU. Who do you got in this one?
I honestly don't think it's close. BYU probably blows them out the water. West Virginia's sorry. They have been the past couple of years, so I'm gonna go with BYU.
I'm gonna take the Cougars in this one. Yeah, they've been pretty strong so far this year. I don't think West Virginia has a chance, to be honest.
Yeah, I'm gonna take BYU too. It's a home game, looking like a night game for BYU. So that's gonna be a pretty tough environment, and BYU's looked solid. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm also gonna take BYU. The line. What's the point spread here? 18.5.
Yes,
Yeah, BYU is favored 18.5, so I'm gonna go with BYU. That's kind of like a blowout there. Yeah, that's terrible. I do want to touch on a game that that just got over with last weekend, and that is the Cards versus Pittsburgh. We had said the Cards were gonna win, and it was gonna be a hard fought one, and that's exactly what it was. Louisville did go down there. They played terrible the first half, and somehow Miller Moss came in and stepped up and got the dub.
Now, I don't mean to brag about anything or nothing, but that was a really hard fought game. And the fact I was perfect on our college pick'ems last week, only one out of all of us, so I take pride in that. But I mean, Louisville, really, Miller Moss really stepped it up. He looked like the Heisman candidate we were promised at the start of the year in the second half. So if we can keep playing like that going into this week, it'll be a great game. Speaking of this week, Louisville takes on Virginia, 24th ranked team in the country. The both undefeated teams. So we'll say that as both strong quarterbacks. I honestly think Louisville will blow them out of the water this week. I feel like after that second half we had against Pitt, I feel like it's just going to carry over for the rest of the year and we'll catch fire and we'll make big moves coming playoff time.
Oh, since we touched on that, you want to touch on Louisville? All right, sorry, you're a Kentucky fan. I didn't know if you wanted to. I'm sure you watch it because you're a fan too.
No, I was just watching it because there's no other good games going on at noon, sir. Yeah, so I thought Louisville didn't start off hot, but Miller Moss, made some plays down the stretch, and I've always believed in Miller Moss. I think he's a solid quarterback all around. And they kind of dodged a bullet there because that would have been a pretty tough loss, losing the Pitt. So that'd have been what? Like that's y'all's first win in Pitt since like 2015. So yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I think it was a little shaky to begin with from the Cards, but I mean they seem to pull through. But yeah, it always feels like Pitt is Louisville's kryptonite. But yeah, I think this will up against Virginia this week. It's going to be tough for the Cards. They look strong against FSU. But yeah, I think the Cards will pull out with the W. What do you think, Landon?
If you don't remember, I already touched on this, but a game I want to hit is Clemson versus UNC at UNC actually. Bill Belichick. But yeah, battle of mid to be honest. Honestly, I think it's gonna be a coaching battle, and I think Bill Belichick will outdo Dabo Swinney. I don't know what's going on with Dabo, man. I think he's washed. He might need to give up coaching.
He needs to dab.
Yeah, he might need to dabble in that transfer portal. Yeah, it's going bad. What do you got to say about that, Louis?
Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna be watching that game this weekend. Again, doesn't really matter. But the Tigers will pull out with the win. They have the stronger roster. So yeah.
All right, we're gonna go to. Okay, I mean, I'm trying to talk about that game too, but I mean, all right,
I mean, we
you
can.
just go ahead. I mean,
Well, like
keep
he was
talking.
passing the mic to
you want to
me.
keep talking?
Well, he
Go
was
ahead.
passing the mic in my
Go
direction,
ahead.
so that's why I figured. So yeah, the Clemson UNC game. Two teams that are definitely not in a good spot right now, and definitely not where they wanted to be before the season, and where they're at. So like Clemson, I don't really know where they go from here. I say Dabo either needs to adjust or just retire because obviously he's not winning. So maybe he needs to attack the transfer portal. And Bill Belichick, I haven't even watched UNC play a minute of football, but they just don't watch them. Yeah, there's no reason to watch them. I have watched Clemson, and it's pretty rough. Like losing to Syracuse at home, and then Syracuse the next week loses 24-3 to Duke. Like, are you kidding me? Like Clemson must be.
All right, we get it. You're an SEC fan. All right, yeah. All right, we're gonna go to the next game here. We're gonna talk about that. We didn't talk about them last week. Kind of felt bad because all the fans were crying about it. But we're gonna go to Kentucky and Georgia. Obviously, we know who's gonna get blown out the water once again. The point spread is 20.5. And it's not the Cats, by the way. It's the Georgia Bulldogs. So yeah, what do we think about that, Pun?
Yeah, I might put my whole savings account on taking the over for Georgia. I don't.
Oh yeah, you can't gamble.
Yeah, I can, buddy. So Georgia, it's at Georgia, right, Sue?
Yes.
Cutter Boley, there might be doo-doo stains on his pants before the game even starts. I mean, he can't even throw a spiral to save his life. How many picks did he throw the other day, Brennan?
One down of his
Too many to count. And what else did he do? How many yards did he have?
Like 123.
Yeah, overrated. I heard all the hype about him. He had what, one good quarter of his life was against Texas. One good quarter.
Well, he's maybe only played.
Yeah, one good quarter of his life. That's what I thought. So I mean, Georgia, I'm gonna say they'll put up around. I'm gonna say 53-6. I think Kentucky will get 2 field goals, like they always do.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the Bulldogs. I feel like I don't really need to explain myself here. I think the Bulldogs have the Cats overpowered in pretty much every position. I think I think Georgia has some funny. No, but I bet he's better.
Kentucky's running back is just leading the SEC in rushing touchdowns right now. So that's all I'm gonna say. Well, or we do a good running game. So this is obviously gonna be a real tough game for the Cats. But if there's anything we've learned from Mark Stoops, so he's never good off a bye week, and that was evident last week. But if there's anything that we know about Mark Stoops is he'll lose a really tough game like last year. Lost to Georgia, I think, and then the next week we beat Ole Miss. I don't remember, but I'd be shocked if we won, but if we did pull out the victory, I'm expecting us not to win another game the rest of the year because that's Mark Stoops football. But piece of the game really for Kentucky, we're gonna have to get a better passing attack. We're gonna have a better passing attack, and if we don't, we're gonna lose, and we're gonna have to be able to play defense. Well, I'm just giving my thoughts on the game.
Well, this is not the Cat podcast. This is the Colts. So, all right, and we're gonna go to the game of the week, boys. The game of the week being number 16 Vandy against number 10 ranked Alabama at Alabama. Boys, what do we think about this one? Alabama, after playing Georgia, I mean, it was a pretty good game, I think, honestly. I think this game's going to be hard. Two SEC teams again. But, yeah, what do we think?
Said it all year. Vandy is going to win the SEC. So I'm going to take Vandy in this one. I think it'll be a close game.
Point spread is Alabama 10.5.
I just don't. I mean, whoever made that spread needs to watch some football. Just don't think it'll be anywhere close. I mean, I do. I think it'll be a low-scoring game. Alabama's offense isn't the strongest. They finally showed some life the other day at Georgia. But I mean, I think this will be a good one. I think Vandy will beat them out, but we'll see.
I'm gonna take Alabama by 20. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna be a close game, to be honest with you. I think Ty Simpson has a big game. Yeah, give me Alabama.
Might be tripping. Go ahead, Brennan.
So I've really paid attention to this Vandy team a lot. I really like this Vandy team. I think they're different from Vandy teams in the past, and they're start off led by Diego Pavia, who's went into tough environments and went into South Carolina night game and beat them 31-7. Vandy. I really actually think Vanderbilt wins this game. I think Alabama's overrated. They beat Georgia, yes, but I still don't think they're good. Like Kalen DeBoer says, he's not good. He's not a good coach. So I like Vandy in this one. And I don't really know if we're all ready for a 6-0 Vanderbilt. I mean, they're already getting game day down in Alabama. Vandy's featured on game day. Like this is crazy, but 6-0 Vanderbilt is gonna rock the college football. It's gonna rock it, Yeah.
That's. I mean, you got anything else to talk about, boys? We talked about a lot. What do you have, Brennan?
I actually got something to say.
Baseball teams have a scrimmage. I'm pretty sure that's what you're.
Actually,
Louisville does have a.
I was gonna hit on MLB playoffs started this week.
That is true, and the
Cincinnati Reds did get down the other night, or last night. Shohei Ohtani. I think I want to start a petition to get him out of the MLB. It's too good. But playoffs starting this week. Good week. Yep. So we'll just go around. Who do we have winning the World Series? I'm just gonna say Cincinnati Reds. I think will win the World Series. Might be a struggle right now, but I think the Reds will win.
I mean, as of last night, I honestly think the Cincinnati Reds, that is a long shot right now. I mean, I hate to say it, but I don't want to really say the Dodgers because that's just like
That's just glaze.
I mean, it's not really glazed though because
They are the best team.
they are the best team and their offense. I mean, look what they did yesterday. I mean, Snell pitched 7 innings. I mean, who's stopping that? Cincinnati Reds can do nothing. You're definitely not stopping that. You're getting K'd up by that dude every time. And hell, heck, he might pitch blindfolded and still K you.
To be honest, I have not paid a lick of attention to the MLB. The St. Louis Cardinals, are they in the playoffs? Anybody? No.
That's just art. That's art.
I'll throw out a prediction and say the Guardians are gonna win the World Series. Because they have Jose Ramirez.
He actually lost in the game yesterday.
They lost yesterday? Okay,
He
so
made a
they're
base
gonna
right here.
win.
In the game, so
I'm gonna pass it to Louis since I don't really know what I'm talking about.
I gotta say, I don't really know what I'm talking about when it comes to baseball, but I would like for the Reds to win.
Good boy.
Dad's a Reds fan. But yeah, I don't think it's gonna happen. But
One more thing before we wrap it up. One last thing to talk about. Just to let you all know. Is it 7 o'clock or 7:30 Friday night?
I'm gonna say I think it's at 7.
All right. Anyways, be there at 7, even if it is at 7:30 against Cal. Big game, district rival. Pink out, so don't forget wear your pink.
No, yet pink or black.
Or pink or black.
Make that decision tomorrow.
We'll make that decision tomorrow, but just be ready for either one. And
All right, boys. Anybody else got anything to say?
Go Cats.
No, that's not what you say on here.
now go Colts. We can say go Colts.
Now we can say go Colts.
And go Colts.
It's the Colt cast. Once again, Brennan.
No,
But you know, we're going to play our outro music, you know?
Yep. Signing off on the Colt Cast.
Yes, sir, everybody. Hey, have a nice week. Anybody, Lou, let's say something.
Go Colts.
Go Colts! All right, boys. Thank you for tuning in once again on the Colt cast, and we'll see you next week.